I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry,
And there's
you
Rose
found
again.
him.
Where does she come from?
Wow, I was just thinking about you too.
She was
I
visiting
was just bringing
the
Max
park
some
ranger.
coffee. He's on the balcony,
Oh.
looking after Max. Poor thing.
He was in the
I really
diner
need to go.
when we first
Great to
stepped
see
in.
you again, Mr.
The-
Wake.
oh, that was the
Later.
park ranger.
Yeah,
Oh, he looked like a police officer.
I think he's called Rusty.
Who's Max?
They have weird names. Rusty, Stucky.
What an airhead.
Yeah,
Jeez, Mr.
yeah,
Takes a
they
swing
have really
at
weird names.
everybody.
You're right.
This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you.
Oh, yeah, I forgot
She was
to
very
tell you.
helpful when I was looking for you.
All the signs are one more collectible.
Oh, when you read all the signs.
Yeah, exactly. You get another achievement.
Bucktooth Charlie.
Yeah, that's the guy on the Deerfest commercial poster.
Oh, okay.
Not really a guy, but a skeleton.
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice,
Do
and
you
everything's just...
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't
You
get me
didn't play
wrong,
up to this
it's a good
point, right?
story, could be a bestseller.
No.
But when you
That's
start
great.
confusing
No.
fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
That's probably
Wait
why I'm
here.
more focusing on the dialogue now, because
Yeah, probably. Because I don't know it yet.
a lot of dead animals in this place.
Yeah. Only one alive, which we will meet soon. And I think it's... What was the name of the caller on the name of the dog? Which the caller
Oh, I forgot.
told on the radio show?
Yeah, I remember.
I think
it
it's this
Toby or
dog.
something?
Yeah, you're right. It's Toby. Yeah.
Toby, yeah.
So it's not the dog. I thought it was this dog we were meeting here. Oh, and this is great. The big. Yeah, I didn't pay attention, but the name of the chips. Is it chips in
Yeah.
English? Yeah.
Would be crisps in English,
Okay, crisps.
but American would be chips.
You're right. Yeah, chips are French fries in English, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's confusing.
Yeah, I
Easy
know.
there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Poor doggy.
Okay, sure.
I really thought that was the
What
dog
happened?
the caller
Poachers.
was talking about.
Max
Okay.
here got his foot
But
caught in a
obviously it
trap.
isn't.
They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes.
Yeah, because his name is Max.
Hell, at
Yeah.
least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky.
Maybe he just called him Max.
The form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those
Barry is so
situations always
great.
end up in
I love
disaster.
Barry.
You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole
So Barry
thing...
will stay there
Listen,
the whole time?
You hit
Yeah.
your head. I
Barry
mean,
is with
geez,
us.
Al, come on. You gotta understand how
I
crazy
mean, he doesn't
all this
believe us,
sounds.
but
If you're trying to pull
he's
a joke
there
on me,
for
freak
us.
me out.
He
it's
smells money.
working. Ha-ha, let's have a laugh
I
on
like his,
Barry.
the
Well, you
combination
had
of
me
his
going
jacket
there
and his
real
Yeah,
funny,
he-
Al. You can quit it now.
he has a knack for style. Great styling choices.
What a nice place. I would like to stay there.
This is
on
the form you
Yeah.
wanted?
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
So who's living in that
If
trailer?
you have
down
any
there?
trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on
Where?
the radio mast.
There was a
It's right
trailer
below
down there on the
Oh, and
parking.
hey,
Okay,
if you're
that's
walking the
the
woods,
park ranger's
watch your
office, I
steps
think.
so you don't end up
Oh,
like
okay.
Max.
So it's his
Guess I'm a little
office,
worried.
and we will go there
Bunch of campers out there we haven't
very
heard
soon.
from. It's not like these people are on a schedule, but with the traps, well, you know, I just don't want any trouble.
Right. Thanks.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you
He's
shot a
talking
dude
and
who
talking.
went into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Yeah, he sticks
Guess
to
the laugh's on me
painkillers,
then.
I guess.
Yeah.
Al, come on! I mean, okay. Okay, maybe something weird happened to you, okay?
Well, thanks for the heartfelt vote of confidence.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here, bestseller. What would you think if it was me? There's no way you should be going out at midnight with a gun.
No one asked you to come here, Barry. Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York. Your choice.
Barry's not satisfied.
Not really, no.
So we're going up to Lover's Peak now?
That's just crazy
Yeah.
talk, Al. Al? Al?
Yeah, essentially.
We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry! They'll kill her!
It was quite a short
This is not a goddamn
daytime
debate,
period.
Barry.
Yeah.
I'm going to Lover's Peak. He
Oh,
said
Alan
to come
just
alone.
pushed
Okay,
over the
okay.
lamp. Maybe
I
that's a
understand.
sign. That's
Yeah.
You're my
Alan
best
is
friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the
leaning
head.
towards darkness.
Tell me
Yeah,
what to do
the
to
thing
help,
is,
and
yeah,
I'll do it.
you're right.
You
It's a
stay
symbol,
pushing
yeah.
away.
I'm
the
not back by
lights.
morning. Call
It's
the
a symbol,
cavalry.
you're right. What I wanted to say is, he really misses his wife.
Just be careful with the natives, Al.
Obviously,
These
they
yokels
must
are
have
dangerous.
must have had
Everybody
good
hates
sex
a
or
tourist.
something
It's
because
Something,
sort of
yeah.
Deliverance all over again.
Deliverance. You know that kind? Do you know
Bless
that
you.
movie, or is it a book, or what is it?
I only know the Paul McCartney song.
Spores,
Hope
poison ivy,
on
God knows
deliverance.
what.
Oh yeah, you're
This
right.
is so not worth
I
a
guess
15%
there's a
commission.
movie or something existing. I don't know. Should have looked it up.
So we're in for more flashlight shooting.
Yes, essentially, yeah.
Seems like it.
First of all, pick up all the coffee. Yeah, I took a break there, so that's why I wasn't going out. Or at least I thought of taking a break and then decided to take a break.
Real funny, Al. Real funny. Ha ha. Thank you. I'll just sit here in the dark till you come back. Or until I get eaten by a grue.
I actually love doing that to my girlfriend when she's in the bathroom. I turn off the lights
Yeah.
just for fun when I walk by.
Yeah, it's a good practical joke.
Yeah, and she's like, God, turn off the light.
So she has a phobia of darkness too? No.
No, not really. She has a couple of phobias, but none of the dark. She has this thing when she watches TV, before she turns off the TV, she has to switch to channel 5.
You're serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. And
I
if
mean, I can relate to that kind of neurotic behavior.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of cute.
yeah, it is. Yeah, but it's kind of creepy too.
Oh, you meant that what we just saw with Who's Living There?
Yeah, the
That-
trailer. Yeah, yeah.
It's not really a trailer. It's like a wooden cabin.
Okay.
Maybe you saw something different earlier. I don't know. On this game, you can drive all the cars that have their interior light switched on.
Oh, so you
Barry
can.
had the keys to the car he rented.
Oh, so
Wasn't
you
a long
actually
walk
get to
the visitor
drive in this
center,
game?
and
Yeah,
it wouldn't be any
yeah.
use to me in the forest.
It's not something that I like too much, but you know, it's
Barry had
it's
never
good for.
gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening
Or getting to
intensity.
places
Yeah.
fast.
And now
Exactly.
something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
So,
You told me a few days ago, or something like that, that this game was intended to be an open world
yeah, that's what I read.
game.
But you were talking about all the hype this game got,
Yeah.
and then
I
it
knew
came
I
out,
should have
and
gone to the cops.
the fans
This wasn't
which
the smartest
followed
thing
this
I'd
game
ever
for
done, but I
the
was still
development of the
angry
game
with Barry
Yeah.
for
were
trying to talk
quite
me out of it.
disappointed. And I think
These
this is
people
one
had
of the
called me
reasons.
right in the sheriff's
Because
station.
everybody thought
The
this was
cops
going to be
wouldn't
this
scare them,
massive open
and they
world
had Alice.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
exploration game, but they changed it.
yeah, that would explain a lot. That, by the way, really scared me the first time. The birds.
I want to say something about the last manuscript page.
Yeah.
Because it seemed like because now the writer is talking about Al like in a third person.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So maybe this means that Alan is kind of not really like what I said earlier, that he's split.
Yeah.
You know, that he's like two different characters now, and he's talking about Al like like of himself in the third person.
Yeah, that would make sense in regarding to your to this theory. You're right. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage.
That's the doctor who was
Fishing.
inspecting us.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere.
By the way, normally,
Too
no, I won't talk about over the radio, but
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly.
Well, the last
But I'm gonna
manuscript
check out
page.
the parade, of course.
I
And
think
I'll
the
be one of
only
party
person who refers to
convicts
Alan
just
as
for
Al
the
is Barry.
Well, that takes
yeah.
a different kind of guts.
So why?
Alice calls him Alan. You're right.
Yeah. So
Oh,
why would
yeah,
he
it's
write a
my
text
kind of exercise.
where he
Now,
refers to
Doc,
Alan as
seriously,
Al?
You're in pretty good shape, though.
That is
You're the
weird. You're
outdoors
right.
type.
Yeah.
I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
Something I
That's
noticed.
right. Matter of fact,
It's
just
kinda
caught
weird.
a heck of a largemouth bass early this
Yeah,
morning.
it's a good
But
observation,
you're not
definitely.
taking
Yeah.
part in the fishing
Well, you
contest?
know the story. I don't know if
No,
this
not
plays any
this
role.
Yeah,
year.
it puzzles me
See, Pat,
too.
I'm just not that
to be honest.
competitive anymore. Now I just like to take my time and enjoy the piece of it.
It is really
No
strange.
fun if I need to worry about what I'm catching, you know?
Considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy.
Well, maybe
if you
because
don't
he lost
Well, Pat, that's
the grip
kind
on
of you to
himself,
say.
and he doesn't really know why or where or who he actually is. So he takes things which are familiar. So he takes the viewpoint of Barry and calls himself Al.
Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah. But that would make sense in any scenario.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, normally when you are in this cabin, the first cabin there, and you look out of the window, there's a Taken slowly walking past. It's extremely creepy, and it didn't happen when I recorded this.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why. Maybe I was looking at it too long or something like this.
Earthquake?
when I first played this, I was expecting a Taken after like every corner,
Yeah.
behind every corner.
I bet. Yeah. You know what this game reminds me of? It reminds me a little bit of Silent Hill.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
It's like the same kind of game mechanic,
Yeah.
and
Which
yeah.
would be pretty good a piece too, by the way.
Yeah,
The Silent Hill series. There are
Yeah.
some really good games.
yeah. TV show.
Yeah, actually, I can't remember what this one was about. Oh yeah, I do remember.
Punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs.
So Bright Falls and Night
episode.
Springs.
The man in
Bright
the mirror.
Falls, Night Springs. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. It's like dark and light.
Yeah.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Had it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face.
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. But the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
So for me, this would actually be this would actually support my theory.
Yeah, I just want to say that it's a good
Wouldn't it?
support for your bipolar
Yeah.
or schizophrenia theories. And it's again extremely creepy. They're playing the perpetrator. I know his face from somewhere.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah, it looked familiar.
Yeah. He was really creepy. Yeah, the man in the mirror. I don't know. It's like for me, it's more like actual physical changing bodies thing than a psychological thing. But
Okay.
of course, it could be a symbol for a psychological condition.
Yeah. Well, I thought that the
Because he actually killed himself,
Rose
you know,
knew
and
that
then
Rusty
he's
was in love with her, and she liked him
he's
too.
being in front
She
of
liked
the
him a lot.
of this
He
police
taught her
guy
to dance,
being
and life
interrogated
had
about
certainly
it.
taught her the value of a man
yeah,
who
it
was gentle.
wouldn't make any
He
sense.
treated her
Yeah.
well,
Except
made
if
her
you
smile, made her feel good.
if you
But
put it
Rusty
in like
wasn't the
a
prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the
I don't know
unbearable truth.
how to
She
explain.
was no closer to that Hollywood
Yeah,
magic
it's hard
than
to
he was.
comprehend.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you can see that Rose and Rusty had a thing going,
Okay.
or have a thing going.
That's the
the park ranger and the
diner.
waitress. Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
How-
you ask why she was visiting
Yeah.
the place where we rented our cabin.
The TV show we just saw, the
The air in the
Okay.
visitor center was
Oh.
heavy with an awful smell. as if some rotten drowned thing had
come back to
crawled up
that.
from its
Yeah.
grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page.
Yeah, the TV show we just saw, the introduction was like Crime and Punishment. The cure.
You're right, yeah.
The cure for civilization. But
The
some
vision
crimes
left
can't be
me
cured
weak. This
or
was
can't be
no
punished.
You're right, yeah.
So
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me!
So you think this has some meaning too?
I think it has some meaning, but I can't really grasp it yet because
Yeah. You have some time left. I'm going to pick up all the collectibles in the area before the action starts. I mean, Rusty can wait for another few seconds.
yeah, I think maybe the guy who like punched himself to death.
Yeah.
Maybe he was at a point in his life where he made the decision to maybe become bad or not be good anymore, or he made this decision to commit an evil crime, maybe
Yeah.
not conscious, and that's like a crime that cannot really be punished, because if you look in the mirror, we've all been doing or making these kind of decisions.
The visitor said
Yeah.
he was sturdy.
Bad
The
decisions,
impact turned
or-
Yeah, or
both
we
the
all,
body into
yeah, we
splinters.
just
Without
can't-
hurting
Flew
someone
across
else,
the
you
lobby
mean?
like a
Yeah.
rag
Yeah.
doll and hit
Yeah.
the far
Yeah, you're
wall
right.
hard.
That's an
It didn't
extremely
hurt until he
interesting
tried to
point.
move
Yeah.
Yeah,
and saw
that's
his
what I
leg
kind of
bend the wrong
thought.
way. Felt the broken rib stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
Yeah, before we go to Rusty, there's one more collectible. I'm feeling really sorry picking up these collectibles, knowing that Rusty is a few meters away.
So Rusty is the next boss,
Yeah, he is.
but he seems like such a nice guy.
Yeah, probably
Hello?
Stucky was too.
But maybe they. Okay, no, I'm interpreting.
Oh, you can't be over-interpretive.
Oh, hell. It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must. The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Well,
Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help
Maybe
me understand what had
Alan,
happened.
or maybe the world we are in is a world. You know, we had that multi-dimensional thing, the first TV show,
Yeah?
and
The
all of
only
us
way
are
to
like
make sure that
more or
Rusty
less
was safe
bipolar,
was to get the
because we
power
have
running
good
and
and
the
bad
lights
inside.
back on.
Yeah.
And it seems like maybe this world, it's not the same anymore, but it's separated.
Yeah.
And maybe like the
This sounds like the Dark Tower
yeah,
thing.
yeah, and maybe in this world we have the bad Rusty and we have the bad Stucky.
Yeah.
Because-
And in another universe or world or...
Yeah, but yeah, and not in another universe, but maybe in. I don't know if this is like a complete new
At the last
universe.
instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
Yeah, this is some kind of gameplay tip, more or less. Because if you have taken surrounding you,
I was too late. Someone had
just
destroyed the circuit breaker.
jump into a safe
There was
haven
no way
and
to
they're
get the
gone.
lights back on.
Oh, so they disappear.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's something you're gonna have to take
The ground was covered with oily
take
patches.
advantage of when playing through Nightmare mode. Because you don't have a lot of ammunition. Not enough
Okay.
to kill everyone.
So you have to use these safe havens.
You have to run a lot, you have to use the safe havens to kill the guys or to make them disappear.
what I think? Why did they choose the sickle as like one of the main weapons? You think it's like a symbol for something?
They actually chose, at least that's my impression,
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
the working gear
Please
of the
don't
people
feed the animals.
who are working in you know, as in a certain job, but the sickle doesn't make a sense for a woodworker. You're absolutely right.
For those prisoners who purchase a park license, obey.
I mean, an axe makes total sense, but the sickle, no.
Never. Closer than 100 yards. To bears and wolves, never approach any other wolf closer than 25 yards. Pets must be leashed. Never. Is
What what's really annoying when playing in nightmare mode is the axes that the enemies throw at you, and also that they are faster than you, even if you run.
You can dodge, or
Yeah, you can dodge everything, of course, but you have to have the right timing, and if you run from something, it's hard to know when it's coming from behind, you know?
so do they kill you instantly, or?
No, but I think they do more damage and take less.
Okay.
And also, the biggest problem is that you have almost no ammunition.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Yeah, no, Barry's on our side, believing our story.
But I think Barry doesn't really exist the way he does right now.
Maybe, yeah.
I think it's just
In that last instant of consciousness,
Alan's memory of
Rose.
Barry.
He was older than she was.
Maybe
Rose was
it's
barely out of her teens,
maybe
but she
he's
made him feel young
he's his
and forget
it,
what a
you
train
know?
wreck his long
Yeah,
dead
Like
marriage
in
had been.
Freud's
He still wore the ring.
compartments
He'd
of
been waiting for her to tell him to take it
consciousness.
off. Now she never would.
Yeah, I might think this does play a role.
Well, Lover's Peak is essentially another reference to Twin Peaks. I mean, twin and lovers and peak.
Yeah.
And then normally you're getting showered with weapons and ammunition. It's ridiculous, really. Even when I start to use all the extra powerful equipment, I almost never run out of it until the end of the episode.
That's actually one of the game mechanics
Lover's Peak was at the far
I
end of the
never
nature
liked.
trail.
I mean, not this, but you have some games where you always are low on ammo.
Yeah.
I think the Resident Evil games are big for this.
Yeah.
I think I played the first and the second one all the way through. And Silent Hill too, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. You don't like it when you are low on ammunition.
No, I don't like this.
Yeah, it's a problem for me too. But if I guess if you're getting good at these sort of games, or at these games, especially no, not especially, but at this one game you're playing, it's kind of like an enhancement of difficulty, which is good because you are already good at the game and you want some challenge.
Yeah.
But it's hard to get used to it at first.
Yep, I mostly don't like it because I'm like in games I'm like a gun fanatic.
Yeah.
I like normally if I play like a shooter and I know there are like only like 5 guns in the game.
Yeah.
I'm really turned.
First chest achievement, treasure chest achievement.
Because you found so many, or?
Yeah, because I found a certain amount of them. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry. What did you?
No, I was just gonna say if I play a game where I know there are only 5 guns, and really turns me off because I like a lot of guns.
Yeah.
A lot of different guns.
This game is really not about. This game could also be something like a visual novel or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, just narrative and with some interactive.
Yeah.
Segments.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like it's just this with some action added on top of it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Okay.
And especially the action scenes do not feel extremely well executed, which is probably the problem for most players with this game. I mean, they are fun, but they are not carrying the game, not at all.
Yeah, but it's kind of weird because they make this game mechanic or this part of the game like really big.
Yeah, you're right. In this part, for example, you have to run through the woods again, like half an hour if you, or even a little bit more if you're collecting all the collectibles.
Yeah. Okay.
And at some point, it's just enough, you know.
Yeah.
You want to get the story going, so you're going through it. But
that's one of those things for JRPGs, where you want to go to the next town or you want to get the story going, but no, you have one random fight after the other.
Yeah.
Just so you level up more or less. You grind.
Yeah.
You have to grind because you have to meet certain level requirements to progress in the game.
Yeah. We both really enjoy Persona 3, but it takes such a long time to get to the next story segment. It's crazy.
From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart too, knew a lot about what was going on in the town, knew a lot about Al, even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
Barry fancies Rose.
Yeah, I would guess that Barry fancies any woman
probably,
under 35.
Yeah. I couldn't tell how old he is.
I would guess maybe early 40s, end of 30s.
Yeah.
Would be my guess.
He dresses like he's 12.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, and this is another segment of me not finding something. I hope I sped it up, I don't know.
It's funny that you say that he dresses... Oh, you mean Barry dresses like he's 12?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Alan dresses like he's a...
sophisticated
like he's
writer from New York.
He's a language teacher or something at high school.
Yeah.
Sophisticated from New York? Well... Yeah, he's got a nice mix going.
Yeah.
I mean, I would wear that outfit exactly like that, except for the elbow pads or whatever you call them.
Yeah, and it would suit you,
you think
very
so?
well. Yeah, because everything you wear would suit you.
I think I have this exact outfit, but the sports jacket, I don't know where it is. I lost it at some point, or maybe it's at my parents' house. I don't know.
I have about seven or 8 sport jackets.
You never wear them.
I never wear them because I've gained too much weight. They don't fit anymore.
Ah.
Yeah, it's really sad.
You're doing so much sports lately.
Yeah, I hope I will. In the summer, I will start wearing these jackets again.
Okay, I'm
I
looking
don't care.
forward to,
I don't
forward
care.
to this.
I don't care how much I sweat or how warm it is. I'm gonna wear these jackets all day.
Oh, there's a new type of enemy, by the way. It looks just like the old types, but it can charge you.
Oh, okay.
And as you can see, in a few seconds,
It takes a longer time to.
And it takes a longer time to wear down the darkness, and it takes he takes 4 shots. The moment he charges you, you cannot stop him with your light.
So I actually have to go to the bathroom sometimes.
Yeah, let's do that now. Let's take a break now.
Okay.